I'm Taylor Jackson, and today we're going to go through 3 different flash strategies for wedding photography. As you can see in front of me, I have a lot more things than just 3. And if you're interested, I have a full flash course now on the members website where we go through all of these, and we also go more in depth into each of the things that I'm going to show you today. We're joined by Clarissa. Number 1, we're going to start with on-camera flash. So in the course, I'll show you how to set everything up that I'm doing here, but for right now, I'm at 1/16 power, and let's make it a lot crappier in here. Right now, it's like pretty nice, right? We're gonna close all the blinds. We're gonna turn on some incandescent lights to mimic what you might experience at a wedding venue. So now, as you can see, the light is not so good. I have multiple shadows over here, right? Shadow, I have like 3 shadows. I'm going to overpower this in 2 ways with on-camera flash. 1 is direct, and 2 is bounce. So here we go. Number 1, we're gonna do direct. Right now, you can see what the scene looks like. It's not so great. 3 shadows, lots of different light sources, quality of light, not good, color of light, mixed, not so good. But adding direct flash, you just overpower everything. You could use this for couples portraits. One thing I will warn you against, direct flash does not look good on everyone. Figure out what light naturally works the best for the couple that you're photographing or the person you're photographing, and don't just be like, I have to do direct flash because I saw it on Instagram last week. Another way to do direct flash is if you do a slower shutter speed, you make it black and white and you make it a little bit blurry. You've probably seen that one on Instagram for sure. And that's how you get a look like that. Next up, bounce flash. This is typically how I use my flash on a wedding day. I'll walk into a room like this, say this is a getting ready space. The lighting is all just not good. If I want to overpower it or I want to add a little bit more light intensity in daylight color, this is how I will do it. I don't really bounce directly on top of a person because you just get weird shadows. What I'll do is I'll actually angle the flash back a little bit and I'll bounce it right off about here. And a photo like that starts to look pretty good. Well, let's go to show a little bit background separation. Right there's good. And basically what you're doing when you're bouncing flash is I'm turning this small flash head, so direct flash, very, very intense, sharp shadow. Once you bounce it like this, you're essentially creating a large softbox. So rather than the size of the light being this, you're making a size of light that's maybe like 8 feet. So when it comes back, it actually feels a little bit more studio-like. Now there's also a bonus that you can do. If you want to match this lighting color to the scene, so right now it's a very incandescent environment. If you put, I got one over here. If you put this gel on it, all of a sudden now my flash is going to be the same color as the light here. So if you really want to blend your flash in, that's the way to do it. You can also do it the other way where you just highlight the subject that you want to be lit by the flash and then let the rest of the room be just a little bit warmer. I use that a lot for first dances, so it just adds a nice warm atmosphere, but then kind of spotlights the couple. We also talk about this guy in the flash course that you can get. Sign up to be a member until the end of the month. Only $40. After that, it's $60. So get in before the end of the month. You can do the monthly membership again, which is awesome. Now, let's do off camera. 2 pieces for off camera flash, and I guess a 3rd piece. We're gonna set this up here. And basically what we're doing is that if I have my on camera flash and I was taking pictures here, I would be making this style of light, but now I'm making this style of light, but I can move anywhere in the room, which allows it to be a little bit more off center and to become a little bit more interesting. So I'm gonna put this transmitter on top of my camera. I'll do a version no flash and show you how great that looks. And I'll do a version with flash. And as you can see, the flash version is a heck of a lot better. I can rotate around. So if you're photographing a couple and you want to just kind of see what the light's going to do, if you have a pretty good idea of what you think is going to look good, a lot of the time, if you take a couple steps away, it actually looks better and you were wrong. So sorry about that, but I'm wrong too a lot. And the benefit of light like this is that you can put things in the foreground. Say, for instance, if you're at a wedding, the chair is going to be a person. So if you want to get the person's shoulder, the person's head, you can get that chair kind of in there, and it's not fully lit up. The flash is hitting it a little bit, and it's in the scene, but it's by no means the focus, and Clarissa's being lit up a lot more by the flash, and that's off-camera flash. Next up, on-camera with the fancy light trails. This here is a Nikon SB400. You can also get there's a Godox version of this as well, that's a little bit kind of this smaller footprint. I think Fuji makes one as well, and I like it a lot. Now for light trails, I've actually set this just a general fill flash, and with a 1/13 shutter speed. There you go, now your dance floor has fancy lights on it. That's all. If you're interested, go on and get the flash course. There's a lot more in there, including how I set everything up, how I use flash, and my choices between natural light and also doing flash photography, because I think that's one of the keys. I approach every day as a natural light photographer, but I know when I get into a scene where I have to override with flash, and I never want to make it look like it's a lit scene. So a lot of my flash work, with the exception of that last shot, will very much look like it's a natural light photo with the flash hidden somewhere in the scene. So go check that out until the end of the month, $40 rather than $60. I'll see you there. Bye.